Hey, we're live. Did I make it in time? I said 6:15. Oh, 6:14. I'm a little early. I'm just kind of gathering real quick as we're getting there. I want to do this, kind of get this one in while I had the time. My wife is finishing up watching The Crown, so she can do that while we do this. So, baseball. I'm trying to pull some stuff up here. Let me see. Oh, it's not everything's quite working, but we will be okay. Begin. Is that it? Yep, that's correct. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. That's a good one. All right. Let's getting started. Shoot, where is it? Solo scene. All right. So we saw this morning the email that there was a trade that was finally completed. We knew about it first, announced by, or not announced, but leaked by the friend of everyone's show, Bruce Kuntz. The thing is, their story was correct. I'm just going to pull this up too. Their story is correct. And let's go here. Dang it, that's not working. I got almost everything working. Dang it. All right. For immediate release, I got this from the Dodgers. I'm on their list. So Dodgers get Tyler Glasnow and outfielder Manny Margot, and they've given up Ryan Pepiot, friend of the show, and Johnny DeLuca. And then the Dodgers have signed Glasnow to a 5-year contract extension, which includes 2024, so 24 through 28 for $1.365 million. I'm going to head over to Sport Track to take a look at that, see how they're laying it out. They're usually pretty darn good at this. I like to read how they do it. Okay, they have them at 27.3 for the luxury tax, which is about right. They're still under that next mark. I think it was a 257 or 259. Glasnow's contract, so $25 million this year, which is salary, signing bonus, and all that good stuff. Or base salary, signing bonus, and then most importantly, the luxury tax salary. He has an option, 2028. The Dodgers have an option also. So if they don't do it at $30 million, he has the option of doing it at $20 million. So kind of an interesting little thing there. Hey, Michael. Hey, Tim. What do you think about the $300 million number from Giants and Red Sox? Yeah, I'm sure you're talking Yamamoto. Yeah, holy smokes, huh? Who would have thunk it? I mean, I think there was things where we started, just a couple weeks ago going, $200 million, that's a lot of money for guys never thrown a pitch in the United States or, in the Major League Baseball. Now they're talking 300. How bad do they want him? How bad do the Dodgers want him? I think the Dodgers are going to get him. I'm getting that feeling. I think there was a nice little chart in here. I want to pull it up. Let's see. Got to look at my stuff here real quick. My replies. Sorry, folks. Not the most organized. We just got back from eating and everything, so definitely spend some good times with my wife. We ate a little too much today. At least I did. Let's see. Boring. I guess I can't find it. That's all right. Yeah, but there's a chart about the odds, and it was from a Japanese guy, and he has it 45% Dodgers. So I'm gonna go with that. And I agreed, except I just had like the Mets and Red Sox flipped or something. Yeah. what do you call it? Rude Street Collectibles. I'm gonna get that right. That's how valuable starting pitching is right now. I don't think the Dodgers go up to $300 million unless there's generous opt-outs. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, right? Do you think they would defer a lot of money with Yamamoto too? He has to be up for it. I don't think they would want to have $100 million in spending locked into the 2030 to 40 seasons. They know how to invest that stuff really well. They're good at that stuff. So if they can get Yamamoto to defer some of that, I think they'd be happy. We already know Freddie's deferring some stuff. Mookie's deferring some stuff. Of course, famously, Shohei Ohtani is doing that also. And it sounds like Shohei has been dominating some things tonight. Where was it? Let's look at the latest MLB stuff. I've been, all the MLB all team or whatever it is. So we had first team honors Acuna, oh yay, Mookie Betts, first team honors as an outfielder. Corbin Carroll, okay, great. Let's see, first team DH, Shohei Ohtani. I just got to go put it up here. Dodgers. Just being a little bit of a butt. There was another one in there for him. The Hank Aaron Award. Dodgers. Just FYI, if you want to increase your Twitter stuff, you actually I already did this one. You reply to big accounts. So I've been doing that, trying to get my Twitter account going, get it higher. It's just interacting. Let's see. So I'm going to look at any more about our guys there. So one of the interesting things there, Glasnow's really had two injuries. He had the Tommy John, and then he had the oblique this year. I'm missing my soundboard button thing isn't, and it also does scenes, so I'm missing that. So I got to be a little more manual. But I'm optimistic. I like to be. I definitely voiced concerns last week. It was also before we knew that Glasnow would be extended. And that they would also be sending an extra $400 million or $4 million to help with Margot's contract. So I'm good. As you all know, or some of you know, acquaintances with Pepiot, he's been very good to me, and they had a nice little exchange with him today. He's such a good guy. Wishing him the best. I think it's a great opportunity for him to go to Tampa. So good for him. I think he's going to be just fine. Tampa's another really good place that grows pitching. So I'm glad for that. And just, some people go, well, is Pepiot going to be really that good? We don't know, but I can tell you this. Scott Boras, you don't approach Scott Boras. He approaches you. And he approached Ryan Pepiot and got him as a client. So I think that says quite a bit about Ryan Pepiot and what they think is for his future. So, but the future is still the future, and the Dodgers are really starting to lock in for 2024. And we'll know more about how they lock into 2024 based on what they do next. Do they get Yamamoto, or do they just settle for Giolito? Or do they just get Giolito, which would be, or they get both or whatever. I had a tweet today, I think was, Dodgers, let me get that up here. And y'all can answer this too. Dodgers need to sign or trade for 2 more starters. Who do you want? Now, a lot of people said Kersh. Now, I left Kersh. I should have said don't include Kersh because the Dodgers should just sign him. Whenever, whatever, if he even comes back, they should sign him. That's just a given. So other than Kersh, what are the two pitchers that you'd like to see the Dodgers trade for or sign? Or do you even care if it's, or can it be just one? Is that all you want? Let's see. Ren Matendo, I hope I got that right. 7-7. How do you think Dodgers? How high do you think Dodgers will go for Yamamoto? If they want him, they will be the highest bidder. If they really want him, if they think he is foundational, and you got to look at things in this way, the Dodgers clearly intend to get into the Japanese market heavily. So you got to take that into account. That was said at the press conference. They want to really get into the Japanese market. And so Ohtani obviously is a great start. Yamamoto makes it even better. And if they get a third one, then we like Sasaki. We have our three samurai. Let's see. Man, all of a sudden the chat started getting a little bigger. Let's see. Okay. Root Street Collectibles. Will we see Gavin Stone on the MLB roster to start the season? It is possible. We do know that there's going to be injuries. That just happens. We also know that they may Gavin might have a great spring and force it. I see a post I'm going to talk about soon from Craig. Hey, Craig. It's a good one. Yeah. There's a good chance of that, but I think we will see him during the season at least. I think he obviously had a rough year last year, but he's better than that. I'm confident of that. Let's see, Craig. Hello, Pepiot will be that good. Yeah, he might. Right? It's just I just don't think the Dodgers think it's now when they need it. 2024, 2025. Where Freddie starts tailing off maybe in a couple years. Let's see. Rather have a left fielder. Let's go get one. And that's still a good question. What are they going to do about left field? It's easier to get a left fielder though than starting pitching. Starting pitching such a premium now. Let's see. Oh man, you want all these? I think there's an or in there, but it's got to be Yamamoto, Montgomery, Luzardo, Giolito. Yeah, those are two of those would be really, really good, and I'm pretty happy. If you look at it, the top of the rotation is full of potential. Let's just go with the first three at the moment. So we have Buehler, who we know what he has been. He is the best pitcher on that staff if he's healthy. Miller, who has amazing potential, and Tyler Glasnow, who also has a lot of potential. So a lot of potential there. If they're healthy, they're a three-headed monster. They're in good shape with Emmett Sheehan coming up behind, who's also looking really good. Right now, the fifth starter is either Ryan Yarbrough or Gavin Stone, Kyle Hurt. They just need to have more sure things. Let's see. You heard rumors that rookie Sasaki will follow and sign with whoever Yamamoto signs with. Oh, even more than. You better sign him for a lot. Then here it is. This is what Craig said. I could not agree more. I think he's even conservative. The Dodgers need 7 or 8 starting pitchers to make up for injuries. That's correct. They went through 10 last year. They ended up starting 17 different pitchers. They had the starting staff from the beginning. The only survivor was Clayton Kershaw. Even with the young ones, Bobby Miller went down he missed the first month. Ryan Pepiot went down for 3.5 months. Andre Jackson didn't work out. Michael Grove even had a little bit of injuries, but he had some struggles. He seemed to be a bit blah blah blah. He seemed to be better in the bullpen. And then Gavin Stone had a great spring training. Did not get off to a good start at OKC, and they brought him up anyway because they needed to. Let's see. So, Nando 390, I hope the Pepiot move doesn't come back to haunt us. Evaldi should have stayed a Dodger. I'm going to disagree with you, my man. We got freaking Hanley. Hanley was great until he got Joe Kelly'd. Hanley was the best player in baseball in 2013, and I think they were all set. And Eovaldi, he really didn't. He hasn't had a ton of really good season, but 2018 he got traded to Boston and really caught fire. This year was a great season. I gotta admit, a great season for him, and that just is what it is. But yeah, some of these pitchers they're gonna be good, and it's just a question of, do you try to? You can't hold them all. First of all, there's a good balance. My guy, Casey, had one of my favorite tweets of the day. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Dodger Daily. Either use your prospects to get all-star caliber players or use them on the field. Preach. Transition away from using average to below average veterans. See David Peralta, see Jason Hayward, over prospects. Just because they have MLB experience. It has created logjams, but hasn't produced World Series titles. So they got to fix the mix a little bit. I agree with that. Go get all-stars. Really, really, really good players. The rest, don't waste the time. No more of these guys. Yeah, that's my thought on that. Dang, I don't have my soundboard thingy there. Let's see. So yeah, Nando, I think that it's just a rough one. They're trying to pick the right ones to trade. Let's just put it that way. And it would have been nice to hold on to Eovaldi, obviously, but he did have 2 Tommy Johns. But here's the good news, right? He had 2 Tommy Johns, and he's still good. He's back to being good. He's probably got another year or 2 before it blows up again. But Buehler, 2nd Tommy John, here we go. Let's go. Let's see. If Dodgers miss on Yamamoto, they have to grab Imanaga, right? I hope that would be good. I'm all in on that. I'm just afraid they'll just settle for Giolito. Let's hope not. Don't forget the like button. Thank you. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really good support. Obviously, for the last week plus, it's been really, really good. Let's see. 10-plus starters will be the new norm moving forward. That is correct. Very correct. Yeah, Hanley was incredible. Okay, so let's talk about this. Luis Robert Jr. we're trading for, along with Dylan Cease. You could really do this one, and you could empty those log jams that the Dodgers have. You could make a lot of moves. You can give them a catcher. You can give them 2 starting pitchers, the young ones that are not proven. You can go and give them a wild card. You can give them and something else, and try to make that deal. That's a possibility. That way, left field is taken care of. Cease comes in and is another good pitcher with high upside. I'm in that. Now that we have Glasnow, if we get Cease, I'm kind of good with that. Still prefer Yamamoto because it's only money. A few NPB games to watch out for. Hey, Sal, for after 2024, Yuki Matsui, Kona Takahashi, and then Murakami, right? Hey, when is Murakami? When does he turn 25? That's the beast third baseman. That's the guy that hits 1 million homers, I believe. Yeah, when's he come? When does it look like he might come? And then, of course, Roki. Roki might come next year, might be the year after. The longer he stays over there, he probably improves his stock a little bit. And if he comes too early, then he doesn't get to be a free agent. But if he comes at 25, like Yamamoto, he's probably looking at Yamamoto's numbers now and going, oh, $300 million versus league minimum. I'm waiting. So that's what I think he'll do. And then it'll be another battle. Oh, you think next year? Okay. Murakami would be really cool because the Dodgers will need a third baseman. Oh, 2 years, 23. Okay. Well, that's even perfect because Muncy got 2-year contract. He's got to drop 30 pounds. Everyone has eyes on the NPB now, but what about KBO? Will we see more teams looking there for talent? I'm going to let Sal have his answer for sure, but I would say so. There's, these leagues are putting out better players. There's the technology's spreading out. All the training, all the pitching, all the everything is coming out there. What do you think about Jake Pilarski? Oh, yeah, I saw a clip of him clocked at 101. Would be a starter or bullpen. When do you think we see him in the majors? So he made it to AA last year. Jake is a reliever, and he throws really hard. So my founding story with him, and I've actually got a video called "Discovering Jake Pilarski," where I was kind of the first guy to say something about him. And it wasn't because I was so good at what I do and discovered him because I just got such a great scouting eye. No. I'm in the dugout at spring training, taking pictures, taking video, all that stuff, and start talking to Dalton Rushing. First of all, I didn't even recognize him because he cut his hair. And so Dalton and I are just talking. Dalton's just such a gamer. Dude loves the game. He's a total student of the game. But he goes, hey, someone to watch out for. This guy, Jake Pilarski, free agent, throws 102 or 101 or something like that. Yeah, no, it's Ronaldo Yin threw 102, but he goes, yeah, you got to see this Pilarski guy. So whip out the camera, whip out the video. Got plenty of stuff on him. Interviewed Jake in spring training. And, we saw him. He got one of those appearances in a minor league game and struck out the side. And, looking good. So, Pilarski, it's really just like so many of these pitchers, it's control. And working on his secondaries. But the good stuff, he's a really, really talented man. He's built himself back up after college. And, it's a long story. But it's a good story so far. Check out the video of him. And just search my channel for Jake Pilarski and you'll see it. And then there's also the scout who signed him, Jonah Rosenthal, a really interesting video of him. So I would watch that too. Actually, watch all you want. I appreciate it. Okay, so Sal's going to be looking at the KBO too, looking into them. Yep. Yeah. So we're so adios regretfully to Ryan Pepiot. Adios to Johnny DeLuca. And hopefully I don't say LaDuca because I've done that a few times, I believe. Ryan Pepiot's got a really bright future. And I think he'll be a really good major leaguer. And it was one of those weird things where if you look at it from his perspective, you go, it was me and DeLuca for a guy they're willing to pay almost $30 million a year for. I hope he feels good about that, knowing that he's very valued by other teams. That's always the thing, right? You're playing for 20, you're playing for 30 teams, not for one. When you're moving up, and I'm glad that he's going to get an opportunity. I think he would have, of course, got an opportunity this year too. But I just get concerned that Doc has that. He doesn't like younger ones as much, it seems. At least a lot of them. He'd rather go with that veteran guy. Let me play Peralta over a healthy young person. Let me play 2022 Chris Taylor over some young guy who's healthy. Just playing really broken players that shouldn't even be on a roster because they're broken. But he'd rather play them. What do you think the package will be to get Cease and Luis Robert? Yeah, if it goes down. Like I said, it's going to take I'm going to use types, okay? It'll take a Gavin Stone type. It'll take a Nick Frasso type. It'll take a Dalton Rushing type. It will take probably a Yoendre Vargas type, which is really there. And more. and throw in Michael Bush or Miguel Vargas. Let's see. Pepiot would be a Dodger if he pitched Game 4. Yeah, the problem, of course, he didn't get to Game 4. He should have pitched Game 3. Yeah, he chose Colton Wong over Ahmed Rosario. That was because the Diamondbacks had almost all right-handed pitchers. That was why he did that. And Ahmed stopped hitting, even against lefties, which kind of sucked. I liked having Ahmed for a while. He was really fast. Good, seemed like a good dude. Yeah, like bringing Hayward back. Yeah. I wouldn't have done that. Why lock $9 million into a player? Well, we know why. Freddie wanted him. And he had a nice year, but I see that regression coming. I see it coming pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up on the injured list at some point so that he can still be with Freddie, but not playing that much. But he was not worth $9 million. Maybe Margot can, maybe push him or take over for him. But yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. And I like Hayward, but I don't want any more of those types being signed. You can grab them at the midseason trade deadline, because then you go, oh, I at least gave my prospects a chance to prove themselves. And that's what I believe in. I mean, Casey and I talked about this a lot last year. Yeah, because there was they brought in Miggy Rojas and Peralta and even Syndergaard. Let's see, just like Austin Barnes is there. Yep, Kirsch's battery mate. Correct. Kirsch got to realize if he signs with Texas, Austin Barnes might be on his way, or he might not have a job. I don't know. I like Barnesy. I think he's a really good catcher and in the future manager of the Dodgers. I do not believe in Justin Turner as the manager. I think it'd be insane. I don't like third basemen as managers. I like catchers mostly. I definitely am not a fan of center fielders, even though I think Doc does a fine job. There's something that gets, in my opinion, a little lacking sometimes. But Austin Barnes. Plus, that's the guy you want to go to war with, Austin Barnes and Joe Kelly. If you're going to be in a street fight, those are your guys. Yeah, so looks like they ran out of options when they were platooning. I mean, yeah, so the Austin Barnes is your hitter, is your last guy on the bench in a deciding game. Ouch. Here we go. And this is, and I think a lot of us really do agree with this. A farm system is for trading or getting future homegrown all-stars. Yes. Yep. So hopefully we see someone like James Outman develop into an all-star. Gavin Lux. Emmett Sheehan, who has ace-level stuff. Just a matter of time. Benji Gill's a future manager of the Dodgers. Oh, okay. I like Barnesy, but yeah, that could be the case. I mean, it really sounds like the Padres should have picked him. I think they're going to really regret Mike Schilt shows up on the MLB Network. It's like whenever Schilt would show up on the MLB radio network, I just turn it. He was so boring, just so stereotypical. That same boring manager that, you could just pass. Easy pass on that one. I mean, good Lord. Checking notifications real quick. Uh-oh. What is this? This is silly. Okay, you ready for this one? Okay, just come on, people. Come on, people now. So the Dodgers do their announcement of the trade. I wrote, Dodgers are making big moves. What is next? And this brilliant faceless wonder, nothing, no money left. Let's see, how many followers? 3. Well, at least they found me. And, of course, hide the money. There's poor people around. That's pretty good. The Dodgers are not out of money. Straight up. I have zero worries about their money. They're not worried about their money. And you'll see it especially if they land Yamamoto. They have the money. The Guggenheim Group is worth $1 jillion. And they're good at what they do. They're good at taking money and leveraging money, borrowed money and all that type of stuff. It's over my head. But borrowed money is exactly what they're doing. They're borrowing money from Ohtani. And they'll invest that and it'll grow and they'll pay for Ohtani's contract hand over fist. Let's see. Who's going to be the next homegrown all-star is a serious question. Yeah. I'm going to say Gavin Lux. I thought he was going to be an all-star real soon until he got hurt. And he should have been an all-star in 2022 over that stinking Cronenworth. He got picked because he'd been there last year, but he deserved, and it was some stupid because of the fan vote. This is the season they'll spend money. Yes, they are as much all in as you could be. Where they're not going to be all in, they're not going to trade all their prospects. They're not going to do like the Padres and trade, 6 prospects and be out of prospects to make that Soto trade. They might make a big trade, but they'll have plenty of depth left. All right, you want to ask about the payroll. They are in good shape. Projected money is about $251 million. They got plenty more to go. They're not the Mets. What the Cohen level is $292. If they do sign Yamamoto, probably with a little bit of deferments and stuff, it'll get it up to $280, and then they still got $12 million left. Let's see. Homegrown. Eric, I was thinking position player only in my head. That's why I was going with Lux. But yeah, King Cash says Bobby Miller. Yeah, soon. Hopefully this year. Let's see, Branco. In my opinion, Mike Scioscia is a great baseball manager, but he's old school baseball. I love it, but today's game all about analytics, and I don't think he wanted that. Yeah, he just wouldn't. I wanted him to be their manager in 2000. That's who I wanted, is him. They really blew that whole frickin' thing. But he didn't evolve really. Let's see. Luzardo would take Cartaya, Paya, Stone, Knack. Yep, something like that. And you got to consider doing that. Let's see. Realistic trade we can make still. Well, the one right above you mentioned Luzardo for something like that. Cartaya, Pages, Stone, Knack. Pages. Oh, I reverted. And then, looking at a Dylan Cease trade, probably is going to take a couple. Like this one, it's to get Cease it's something like this, maybe a little bit less, but it's something like this. Corbin Burns, it's about this trade. I think the Brewers are waiting for everything else to settle down, and then go as they're working arbitration with Corbin Burns, and they're trying to nickel and dime him again. They're going to go, we have to trade him. So now everyone, Snell's signed, Yamamoto's signed, Imanaga, Giolito, all these guys are signed. But there's still teams going, I need another ace. And so they're going to go, guess what? We can't sign Corbin Burns. We would like to trade him. Austin Beck, let's pull that up. I know JP Hoornstra had something about that. Come on. Sometimes this thing's really a dog. Let's see, JP. Let's see. Okay, we got that. Freddie. Yay, Freddie. Okay, where was it? Oh, Austin Beck became a free agent after spending 6 years plus with the A's. 6th overall pick in 2017, missed all season with an ACL tear. Director of Player Development Will Rhymes, who's really good at his job, expects Beck to participate in spring training. So never know. Maybe that's our next Max Muncy. when the Habs just keep getting all the best players, baseball is boring. Huh? The Habs went and lost in the NLDS in 2022 and 2023 and in 2019. Focusing on hitting only, I feel like Outman is going to break his personal home run record this season. Could get 50 easy. Oh, that'd be really cool. I'm an Outman guy. I want to just see him have if he has a nice steady year, less highs and lows. Yeah, he's going to be real consistent. Hit 30 bombs. If they let him steal a little bit, he could steal 30, steal 20, something like that. Any chance Chris Taylor and his $13 million salary get moved for an innings eater bottom of the starting rotation starter? Don't be surprised. But I think Taylor and Muncy, have a special relationship with the front office. They took lower contracts to stay with the Dodgers. I think there might be some understandings going in there. Yeah, Mets and Padres outspent the Habs last season. Look what happened. Yeah, awful. Baseball's best when Yankees and Dodgers win the World Series. That would put the sport in second place. Yeah, especially if you're, especially if you got Ohtani on one team, you got Judge on the other. That's pretty good. It's pretty fun. Any update on JP Fireheisen? He's ready. That's my understanding. And if he wasn't, they would have cut him already. But he'll be ready. I wish we would have let Hayward walk and trade for Kepler. Yeah, things like that. Players that are just younger, more useful, more upside. Hayward had a nice home run pace. I maybe he found something, but I just don't trust it. That's just the way I am. And I want the best for him. So I want to be dead wrong about everything I've said about Jason Hayward. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, Shohei had quite a night there with the MLB teams and all that stuff. Really cool. Okay, let's look at this. This is a nice little thing. There's plenty of Dodgers here. The all MLB first team. So you have outfield is Acuna, Carroll, and Dookie Butts. Got some former Dodgers in here too. Austin Riley at third. The great Corey Seager at short. Marcus Semien at second. Nice double play combo. Freddie Freeman at first. Shohei Ohtani, Dodger great at DH. Adley Rutschman at catcher. And Garrett Cole at pitcher. Sounds about right. With the starting rotation of Zach Gallen, Blake Snell, Spencer Strider, Shohei Ohtani, and then the relievers would be Josh Hader, maybe a future Dodger, and Felix Bautista. How about that? Yeah. So keep getting good players. Don't give up the Seegers ever again, please. Let's see. If Trinan, Kelly, and Hudson are healthy this season, it'll be strong bullpen, but big if. Correct. Yeah. We can count on Kelly for maybe half the season? Hudson and Hudson and Trinan, especially Trinan, because he's voodoo. If he's healthy. He was so good in 2020, pretty darn good in 2021. He was their best reliever. I don't care what they say about Kenley Jansen was the closer. Blake Trinan was their best reliever because they used him when it mattered. Yes, thank you, DeSal. Yeah, please hit the support live. Hit the like button, subscribe, notifications, all that stuff. That way, if I do go live, sometimes I do it pretty quick. It'll show up in a notification if you want it. It's a place right now where I try to read every chat and try to engage everyone. So, and then the chat engages each other, which makes it, I think, is when it's best. So, yeah, this is just it's a smaller community. I'm not Doug McCain, and he does a great job. But it's a smaller community. You have a much better chance of engaging. Okay, Carrillo. I think KBO guys are a market inefficiency that the MLB really hasn't figured out just yet. If the Dodgers can get a Merrill Kelly type, yeah, for a low price, especially in the deferred dollar years. Yeah, that's true. That's true. There's that Rodriguez kid out there too. Thought he played KBO. Did he play KBO and then also Cuban? Do we really need Hader when we have Gratterall and Hurt? Hader's the best reliever in baseball, and if he's willing to come in and pitch any situation, I'd want him. If he just wants to be a closer, they don't need that. But I just think he, especially against lefties, he's just so nasty. So I would take Hader. I mean, I'm try to collect the best pitchers possible. And he's proven that he's good. Gratterall had a great second half. Hurt had one good game, so that's where I'm going. I think there's a lot of upside, and I'm hoping that Gratterall's changes stick and that Kyle is ready to roll. I just don't trust Gratterall with the game on the line. The only times that he screwed up near like the last 3 or 4 months is when he tried to make a stupid play because he's so athletic. Even though he's a big dude, he was trying to make some stupid plays, and he cost himself. Other than that, he was doing better. I haven't really looked at the advanced metrics to see what improved for him, but he's the king of soft contact. He seemed to start maybe striking out a few more guys, so that'd be really good with his stuff. And he's a short strider, so it's kind of weird, isn't it? Pass on Hader, yeah. I think most people are still like that. And money is everything, right? With the reliever, they were saying a 3-year 63. I'm kind of doing that. I think the Dodgers would do that. They like the short term, especially with a reliever. When they gave Kenley his big contract, they did it because that was what they had to do. But in a lot of ways, 2017 he was great until he imploded in the World Series. 2018 wasn't very good. 2019 and 2020 started coming back. 2021 pretty good, but he wasn't worth that contract. I know in Game 2 of the NLDS, Gratterall was the only one who stepped up with some fire. Yeah, because that's Gratterall. I like the emotion Gratterall brings. I like Hurt. Yeah, I do too. Unless the Dodgers can fix him, I hope they don't get Giolito. I think they can fix him. He's Lance Lynn 2.0, home runs everywhere. Yeah, but I'm going to do a little comparison, or just it's a different situation. Lance Lynn comes into the season in the middle of the season. No spring training, no nothing with the Dodgers pitching factory. And it looked like for a while maybe things were better. But if you get Giolito in now, dude lives up the street. He'll be in there every freaking day working on his stuff. And he's very process-oriented, very, by the book. He will do exactly what the coaches say. He's one of those pitchers. He don't want to call his own pitches, is my understanding. So the Dodgers will take care of all that for him. He just has to execute. So I think if he has a full spring training, I'm optimistic. And no matter what, they need innings. The only reason they had to have Lance Lynn is because they ran out of pitchers. And he's durable. And if they would have gotten Lance Lynn at a cheap contract, I would have taken him just to have him as insurance. But yeah. King Cash, $20 a year for a guy who works one inning is crazy. Yeah, but like I like to say, hashtag not my money. This depends on how they want to allocate it. But, he is the best reliever in baseball, or close to it. Dodgers should sign Jorge Soler, 2 years, $35 million. The only problem with him, he can't play defense. That's what I've heard. And that's the latest on him. Maybe there's improvements to be made there if he's in left field. They do need a right-handed bat, and I like him. But they already have a DH. That ain't going to happen. Let's see, Bob Bowman says, Luck's going to be really hungry this year. I think so, too. I can see him hitting close to 300 this year. Yeah, it's just a matter of, can that knee be 100%? Can he get his lateral movement, and can he play shortstop again and get there? I have to admit it, but Braves pitching rotation and bullpen is stronger, so I'm in on Jay Hader. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, especially their bullpen. It's just deeper. And yeah, they got Strider, Freed, Kepler, brain's dead. Let's see, Yongi. The reason Dodgers are not interested in Snell is Dodgers would lose draft picks since he was offered a qualifying offer, and they already did lose some of it. They already did the qualifying offer for Shohei Ohtani, so they've already lost 2 picks. No, 1 pick. But there's bonus money that it's a 2 and a 5. I think they lose. Yeah, that's what it is. So he was offered QO. If we lose Yamamoto, I believe Snell has to be the best option available. He might be. I just, they're saying with Heyman that he's not. That's Heyman's point of view. Snell is a Boris guy. Heyman is plugged into Boris. Luck should play 2 weeks of winter ball. He wanted to, and the Dodgers said no. I'm kind of like, huh? Why? Let him play. I would love to have seen that. Let him get some competitiveness in there. Dude was angling to try to play during the playoffs. I mean, he's just all in. He wants to play. He can you imagine? You've been waiting all your life. And then even professionally, you go, well, I'm blocked by this guy named Seager. Oh, now I'm blocked by this guy named Turner. He's just blocked by really, really good players. And then they finally give him room. And it blows up on him. Yeah, because look what happened to Mauricio. I know. That all just sucks. But they got to figure it out what to do with him, get him more reps and stuff. Because remember, their spring training is going to be weird. It's going to start a lot earlier somehow because they are going to Korea. So let's just hope he's ready for Korea. Let's hope Ohtani is ready for Korea. And let's hope they go and get a sweep of the Padres over there. And if they can go beat those guys in Korea, maybe even Korea, despite Ha-Seong Kim, becomes Dodger fans more and more. I just think the Dodgers see those opportunities. Predicting Yamamoto signs. Let's see, what do you get? 8-year, $240. Plus $40 million to Japan with Dodgers. Okay, yeah. Oh, you're right, because it's the I'm just going to call it the finder's fee, but yeah, I know. It's what they got to pay back. Speaking of Korea, any news on how to purchase tickets here, there, and when? I think they're all sold out. I thought you had to go on either the Dodgers or Padres site. One game's a Padre, one game's a Dodger game, and get it through there. I think they're all sold out. StubHub might be it. That'll be high. Especially with Ohtani. Oh my gosh. Yeah, everything with Ohtani you just got to be ready. If you want to do stuff with Ohtani involved, you got to keep your eye really open for stuff because those prices will go high. Korea will be televised on ESPN, but my understanding is blacked out in San Diego and LA. So we all need to get that figured out. We know, just do what you got to do to watch that game. We'll see. I'm hoping, maybe on ESPN, maybe it'll be on the local stations, though, like on Spectrum and stuff. Dodgers' current infield defense on the left side is laughable. Yes. With Muncy and Lux projected. Yeah, Lux has the potential to be good. Muncy really needs to drop some weight. It sounds cruel. I'll say it because I'm a little overweight, but I used to be a lot overweight. And if I can do it, Muncy could do it. He can do it. I get my guy Steve Douglas. He's offered to work for free with Max Muncy to help him lose weight. Steve will do it. But I think part of it with both like him and Jock Peterson is fatherhood. Raising a family, having kids. It's a different stress. To where the dad bod comes from. And Max just has to watch it. But if he can drop 30 pounds, it's going to help him so much at third. Because he is actually a very good athlete. He's very instinctive. Sometimes it looks ugly. When he was played second base, it's like, oh my gosh, this is the ugliest thing. But he's like a very good first baseman. Just as long as he can separate the fielding. And that's why I want Kike also. I want to re-sign Kike to play, for him to play, to hit first, Muncy to hit up until his last at-bat of the game, and then you bring Kike in to play the rest of the game at third. That's what I would do. Yeah, reported San Francisco offered north of $300 million. Would Dodgers match that? I have a feeling they might. Normally they wouldn't. They just go, we're going to let him go. But I think they're really trying to make a huge play for Japan. Just my thought, and what I heard at the press conference. Yeah, look at Muncy we hit into the bay. He looked good. He did, yeah. Yeah. He just he can do it too. I know he could do it. He just has to go, hey, I'm going to eat 2,000 calories a day. And just get on a treadmill or get on an elliptical, exercise bike, do some hit work. Hit work is, there's many ways of doing it. You can do 4 minutes soft, 4 minutes hard, 4 minutes soft, 4 minutes hard. You could do it at, 1 minute off, 30 seconds hard, 1 minute off, 30 seconds hard. He could do that. 12 years, $400 million. I wonder if it'll reach that. It's unbelievable for a guy who's never played Major League Baseball. All it takes is one team, right? Now, two teams make it easier to get to. Red Sox also. Hey, Edward. Red Sox also offered him, yes, over 300. That's the rumors. Some of that. So if you look at something here, I think we got an agent playing the game a little bit here. What other team plays in the Red Sox division? Yankees. What other team plays in the Giants division? Dodgers. They're just trying to use that. The Giants would become a better team right away with Yamamoto. Him and Logan Webb. They're saying that Yamamoto is a top 10 pitcher right now, and you're getting him at 25. I think it's going to happen soon, hopefully. I mean, I've heard by Christmas. I think I read it on Twitter. When I say heard by, usually it's because I just read it on the news or something like that. Not that I have a source. I don't want to lie about that stuff. I have a couple sources here and there, but nothing related to this. When is Tony Gonsolin coming back? 2025. He's broken. I think he comes back as a reliever. I think he's done as a starter. I think Dustin May's done as a starter. They'll try to have him come back, but the mechanics on both of them are not going to let them be long-range, really good starters, or really durable starters. Not that. They're good. Excuse me. Jeez. Sleep's been terrible. How we trade Muncy and Lux to the Brewers for Adames and Yelich. Don't have a third baseman then. They need. So I think Muncy gave them a really good deal on his contract extension. I think there's a handshake that he will not be traded. I think Adames is a 1-year guy, and if let's say they trade Lux and get for Adames, they get Adames, then he's gone. They're not ready. They don't have anyone close to ready to take over that team at shortstop, unless there's a free agent coming up. Hoping Giants get Yamamoto. Imagine Yamamoto versus Ohtani for the next 10 years. Dodgers Giants, baby. It would be exciting. I don't want it to be that exciting, though. But I could see it. Giants want to win. They're tired of, they had the 1 year. That was it. And I'm just going to say it. I thought they were cheating. I think a lot of us thought they were cheating. Late night Lamont just had way too many good swings late in the game. There was just too much going on. I think they cheated. Michael Busch is going to be good. I agree. He just has to play. Do they play him at third, where he's still trying to learn how to play there? But if they're confident they could, then they might look at it. What do you think about this Ohtani TJ surgery? Heard it's a hybrid type and allows him to heal faster and stronger and potentially could be back pitching by September. Maybe. I don't want him to rush him, though. But it would be nice to have him in the bullpen at the end of the year because it doesn't even cost you a roster spot. He's a 2-for-1. Let's see, Dodgers 818. We need a second baseman. Yeah, they've already made that call, though. Put Mookie back to his old position. Yeah, they've made the call. They're doing it. Take Tyler out and put an Outman. Get another All-Star player. Change Muncy from third base, please. Not Nancy. We do not have a Nancy at third base, but we have a Muncy. Dodgers will offer him $450, $500. They want that Japanese market. Just saying. It wouldn't surprise me. Let's see. Paul Charles. Oh, thank you. Love your show. Do you think the Dodgers will make more trades or moves? Just curious. I think they will. I think two more decent sized ones. Could be a free agent signings. Could be trades. Trump 2024. Hey, Donald. Imagine Ohtani coming out of the bullpen in the playoffs next year. What's the possibility? Yeah. Be awesome. Well, remember, if you watched the WBC, right? He came out of the bullpen to save that last game and struck out his teammate Mike Trout. Oh man, coming out of the bullpen be scary. Oh my. Love the Rangers to get Randy, but it will be hard to get. Yeah, I think I think that ship has sailed, Paul. I hate it because I tell you, it was a lot of people on this channel, in this chat, were throwing out the Arozarena stuff way before anyone else. And so I was able to leverage some of that to get those things out there. And I'm sure they were probably putting it in other channels too, but we had a lot of good chats about that. I'll say Galvin Stone and Michael Bush and relief pitcher Collier go and break out if given chance. Yeah. Randy will cost the whole team. As a Giants fan, that 107 year was a fluke. It was a lucky year where everyone seemed to be having careers. That year also set you back. Really? So it set you back? That's interesting. Is that because they put too much faith in the years that those players had? I'm curious about that. Kershaw has to be in the bullpen of this setup, man. Yeah, I just want him back on the Dodgers and let him earn. I just want him to earn a spot, not be given a spot. That's my thing. He was given that start. He's been given way too much because the doc wants his narrative in the playoffs to be different. He just keeps hurting it. Yes, and if Doc is saying he might be good for September to play left field, gives at least a little hope, but true, no rushing. Yeah. Where does Grove, I think it's Grove, but Groove's kind of cool too. Where does Groove fit in? Good point. Bullpen, I think. It's going to be Bullpen, AAA, or they didn't trade him. He might be a guy that's time to trade. He's such a good kid, but they need to make a decision on him and figure out where they want to put him. I like this. Dodgers could make trade for Randy Arozarena at the trade deadline, and the Rays and Dodgers have a good relationship, so that's a good thing. Let's see. They extended Farhan and Gay because of that. Oh, okay. Both of the problems. We should have started the rebuild instead. Oh, yeah, because 2020, Buster sat out. 2021, he came back. And that also gave you a little bit of false security probably. And then Joey Bart hasn't been really that good. The guy that is good is that punchable face. What's his name? Logan Webb. He's good. He is good. Let's see. Paul Charles, do you think if we don't get Yamamoto, do you think we go after Cease and Robert Jr. trade? What do you think? I think he'll definitely look at Cease. I'm I'm not sure about Robert Jr. I like it. I like the idea, though. We need another right-handed bat. I mean, right now the right-handed bats, Mookie, of course, and then Will, and the rest aren't it. I mean, Taylor is a nice player, but he's not a guy you go, oh, I want him starting all of our games and being a guy you can count on. He's a really utility guy and a good one. Let's see. Okay, Ohtani was my Christmas present to the dog. Yeah. That was really cool, wasn't it? Yeah, Randy's just a more famous right-handed outman in my eyes. I see a lot of that, but he's also an October player. That's what I see with him. Outman's only had 3 games in the postseason, so I'm not going to count any of that. Should convert Mookie Vargas to outfield, give him another try. Yeah, they just keep messing with him. I think he could be really good, but they have to play him. And he has to be healthy. He wasn't healthy last year, and he's learning a new position. So I just gave Miggy 2 excuses, so I'm a fan. Hypothetically, who's a better option, Cease or Yamamoto if same contract for 5 years? It sounds like it's Yamamoto. That's what it sounds like. Will we see Trey Sweeney play anytime soon? No, not this year. Not this year. But he should start in AAA. But he's not even on the 40-man. So I don't see that happening this year. Maybe 2025. We'll see. Yes. Branco, you and I, same page here. 6-man rotation is best for this team. Absolutely. But I've heard Kershaw is against, he likes the 5-man rotation. And it's worked so well for him as he gets injured every year, huh? Amazing. Kersh got too much. You can't defer to him. You got to say Kersh or Freddie, Mookie, what's best for the team is A, not your B decision. It's plan A. That's what we're doing. So hopefully they do that. If he's not on the team right now, they could say 6-man rotation, and if he doesn't like it, he can retire or he can go to the Rangers. It's not about Kersh, even though I would really like to see him in a parade. It's about the Dodgers. Name on the front, not the name on the back, not the preference on the back. These guys are in charge because they're pretty darn good at their job. We don't even know what Yamamoto looked like to giving him 350. I know. I barely even know what he looks like myself. I wouldn't recognize him on the street, even though I've thrown some stuff. You need Bickford back. I think the Mets love him. I thought he did well for them, I thought the Angels will trade Trout at the trade deadline. That's the best thing for that organization. I agree. And I think my guy Ryan Follow would agree. There's just so much around that I think they need to do that. Tim, do you know who the September call-ups could be? They only get 2 of them, so it's a bummer. It allowed 1 pitcher and one guy. We don't even know who's there yet on the 40-man, so I still see either Bush or Vargas being traded. I see a catcher being traded. Could be Cartaya. And Cartaya's on the 40-man, obviously Bush and Vargas. Or they could, remember this last year, they didn't even call up Bush. They got Colton Wong instead. That was the move they made, so I could see something like that. As a two-way player, it's interesting. Ohtani throws right and hits left. His hitting left exposes his right shoulder to the pitch. Yeah, but it also allows him to hit with that elbow operation, I guess. It's kind of weird. Giveth and taketh, right? Yeah, if Yamamoto signs, they should go to 6-man for sure. Yeah. They got some young guys in Miller and Sheehan. They've got Bueller recovering from Tommy John. They got Glasnow, who is glass now. Yamamoto's used to a 6-man. Go to the 6-man. Get Giolito or make Kyle Hurt, put him in there. I don't know, but do something like that. Let's see. Would like to see the Dodgers get Brandon Woodruff or Burns. Yeah, Woodruff, because it sets him up in 2025. Burns is, he's really good. Might as well bring back Brandon League. Heaven forbid. Outman is a total stud. Yes, he is. Hey, Elashiva. Wait, hold on. Morkatna? I think I got it. Yamamoto is like prime Lincecum with better command. Ooh. Wow. And then some kanji. Hello. Isaiah, Giants, Red Sox, Yanks, Dodgers offer 300 already. Someone will have to overpay massively. Yeah, I think it's already an overpay. I think Taylor Barnes in a trade sometime. Yeah, it depends. If Kirsch decides to go somewhere else, Austin might go somewhere else also. Taylor, I just think they have a handshake agreement on him not to be traded. That's all. That's just a guess. Didn't the Dodgers give Kevin Brown his own private jet plane rides? Oh, it was insane. Yeah, that was a huge thing. Thinking Angels are letting Trout go is like your friend letting a hot girlfriend go so she can do better. It's pretty good. Looks like more. Is that kanji or something else? Yeah, it looks like kanji. Giolito would be excellent reclamation project. Yeah, and it's not even. I don't think it's that big of an reclamation because he was actually pretty good with the White Sox. Goes to Angels, gets out of whack. Goes to even the Indians couldn't recover that. So he was done. The glass will not break now. Let's hope so. All that money, all that giving up Pepiot and all that. Oof. Ooh, it's rough. Never know though. Hopefully he's a good one for us. I mean, he's 6'8". Man, I didn't realize that till like last night on the chat. That's a big guy. Yeah. Tim, who is on the Dodgers Mount Rushmore? Yes, Jackie Koufax, Kirsch, Juan Uribe. Ship it. No, I don't know who. I'm not going to put managers or announcers in there. So, Jackie Koufax, Kirsch. It might be Duke Snyder. Maybe if you really go back, Babe Herman. Yeah, that last one's rough. Could be Don Drysdale, but that's like 3 pitchers. But that's, the pitchers Dodgers have always been known as for pitching. Maybe it is Drysdale. But yeah, I don't include managers and announcers. Because if it does, you've got obviously Vin on there. Vin, Walt Alston, overtime of the Sorta. Sorry, folks. He was a better manager. Let's see. Would love to see Trout in Dodger Blue with his buddy Ohtani. Yeah. Doubt that happens, though. Glasnow contract will be Trout 2.0. I hope not. Always possible with these big money contracts, though, right? If it goes well, we'll be the laughingstock. Let's see. Wow, snub Nomo. Oh, on my Mount Rushmore? Yeah. Nomo was great, though. I loved watching Nomo. I got to watch all of him in his prime with the Dodgers. New 24 season Dodger Stadium concession pricing. Yeah, dogs, burgers, popcorn, drinks, everything else. $68 each, plus $2 fee, $100 minimum, remaining $32 Dodgers Foundation. I know it won't happen with Dodgers and Trout, but it's a nice pipe dream. I know. And it's because the Angel owner. I think with Trout, if I'm the owner of the Angels, I approach him quietly and I say, where do you want to go? And you make it happen. It can be done. But that means you have to have class and understanding of things. Let's see. Ohtani's already on that Mount Rushmore, and he hasn't even taken that bat. I know he could be. Or Mookie Betts could be on there. Right? Or maybe it's Josue DePaula. 18 years old right now. Terrence Gore has a case to be up there. Yep. Yeah. Fernando, he's close. What he did, it's beyond baseball for Fernando. What he did with everyone. Do you think Paez can play left field for us this year? Yes. Yes. I talked a little bit about him yesterday, but him and DeLuca, I was ready to say DePaula, they're not battling anymore. Now, of course, Margot gets in there, but it's just one less step for him. So I think we see him in 2024. I hope so. I love Hirsch and Hershiser and Fernando. Yeah, me too. I mean, Kirk Gibson, 1 home run did it. Manny Machado, forever Dodger. He was, man. I was like the first guy that year. When they got him, I was like one of the first people in the park. I went straight to the T-shirt place and I bought my Machado jersey. I might have been the first one to have one. Ooh, 999 views. Come on, uno más. Fernando and Mount Rushmore. Yeah, I could see that. Albert and Glasnow for the best hair pair in Major League Baseball. Yeah. Yamamoto, greatest utility and pinch hitter ever. Yep. I saw him. He was at the ballpark a lot he was there a lot on Thursday. Very visible. I didn't bother him, but Bulldog, yeah. Gagne. He was amazing for 3 years, wasn't he? Dodgers getting better is somewhat a blessing since it will help the Giants get better. That's true, huh? Fans will have more leverage to pressure the front office to do better. That's true. So you don't like Farhan then? Let's see. Terrence Gore wants a ring. Yeah, but we got the wrong Will. We need another Will Smith. Not going to Dodgers. Can't make it out of first round when they play. I know. If Kershaw was a choice, it would be the Dodgers. Better chance to win a championship over the Rangers. I agree with that. What the Rangers did was really cool this year, but they're not that good. They aren't. They have to get a lot of duplication. They got hot in the playoffs, and that's hard to replicate. The Dodgers going to get a Japanese announcer now. Yeah. Oh. That's a great question. Huh. I'm trying to think who I could reach out to. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, Core got the Dodgers their first ring in 30 years. He wasn't on the World Series roster, though. Seems no one wants to play for the Giants. Please take Farhan back. I'll take him. Yeah. You don't like him. I know. Too analytical, doesn't play the young guys. Yeah, Farhan, he's still, and even Friedman has had this issue, not this year, but they still act like they're in a small market. And they don't need to. You need, when you're the big boys, especially financially, play like the big boys. Be the big boys. Big fan of Pee Wee Reese, Jackie, Hodges, yep. Dean was awesome too. Love watching. You talking like Dizzy? Yeah, old footage is cool. Talking about the 50-game COVID season. No, it's 60 games. Everyone played 60 games. Everyone played in the playoffs. All the same rules. They were all playing the same thing. And the Dodgers won the World Series that year. You can look it up. Yep. Yeah, you got to be like the big boys. You've got the money. I mean, you guys have a really nice stadium up there. You got a lot of money. You're in a place that's economically strong. I know there's issues. They talk about all the homeless. It's down in L.A. It's down in San Diego. It's all over the place in a lot of these cities. Can the Dodgers get a TV contract in Japan? They're going to be working on that. There'll be something going on there. Farhan offered Ohtani $700. Yeah, he did. And they tried to get Arson Judge last year. I don't know. And they tried to get Correa. They had Correa. But the physical said no. So they had to do that. Pandemic ring. Oh, it's a ring, man. You're going to tell Clayton Kershaw he didn't get a ring? Okay. If you didn't see the emotion and all that, okay. That's your call. As long as you had that call before the season started in 2020. Because I know two people that did. They said, and they're Dodger fans, and they said, this ring doesn't, no matter what happens, this doesn't count. That's fine. But if you were rooting for your team, watching baseball, going, I hope my team wins, then you're just being disingenuous. So I made a decision before the season starts that this ring counts no matter what, and I will honor that. So if you're waffling all over, whatever. But yeah. Encourage emergency break Glasnow. How many signing winners do Dodgers have? They have a lot. I don't remember. Koufax had 3. Drysdale 1. Newcomb had 1, right? Kirsch has 3. Don Sutton never had 1. Mike Marshall had 1. I'm missing a few. Let's see. You own the stadium? Yep. Yeah, they shouldn't act so cheap. And we've had frustrations with that as Dodger fans. I mean, we let Corey Seager go. Yeah, come on. Right? So you just go, what? Huh? But I think, the Giants, when you have some lower years, you got to make sure that draft pays off. And Joey Bart, that one hurt. Maybe it's not done yet. The pandemic ring is arguably the hardest postseason to play on. It was rough. It was just different. That's all I can say. It was different. Tim Neverrett's book is really good. Talks about it. It was a weird season. All equal. Everyone played the same rules. Padre fans were dancing in the streets with the wild card win. So when they say it doesn't count, whatever, everyone was playing hard. And everyone wanted to win that one. And it was really important that they did play. If you look at it from a country's perspective, baseball going out and playing was a huge deal. During his Angel stint, Ohtani doesn't talk to the media, I know, unless during his pitching days. So 2024, no media day for him. They got to fix something there. Yeah, Hershiser did win the Cy Young, correct. And Fernando did too. He had in his rookie year. Yeah, I think that's good. Ohtani's going to have to talk. Then again, he's pretty boring. Just watching him talk up there, he's boring. Dodgers do have a Japanese announcer, half Japanese, Steven Nelson. That is correct. Paul, what do I think of the Tyler Glasnow trade? I came around on it after the extension was announced, that there was an extension. Then it made a lot more sense. Initially, I didn't like it. I'll admit that. But if Glasnow right now is a better pitcher than Pepiot, that might not be the case in 2 or 3 years, but the Dodgers are trying to play now. Let's see. Dodgers World Series ring is more legit than the Astros. Yeah, well, they cheated. Kershaw's washed. Let him go to the Rangers and sit on the IL with Scherzer filing for retirement. Well, I want him to stay a Dodger, but I also don't want them to give him a spot just because he's Clayton Kershaw. They do that way too much. Then they lost a playoff series to the Nationals because of that type of behavior. And, yeah. You think Friedman will ever stop shopping in the operating room for pitchers? That's where they're all at, my man. That's where they're all at. If you look at the total innings pitch or the innings pitch for starters, hardly any of them are hitting 200 anymore. Tommy John's left and right. It's just part of what it is. They're just stuck there. Just about every pitcher you see, they're all going to have some type of a major arm surgery because they're throwing 110%. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't like it. I like pitchers to throw 7 to 9 innings. But things have changed, and it's just what it is. Oh, let's see, can he speak it very fluently enough to talk about for native Japanese people? I don't know. But I think, well, Steven Nelson is Joe's substitute. Whenever Joe's gone, Steve's in there. Steve's good. In fact, don't they sound a little bit alike? They kind of do. I still haven't formally met Steve Nelson. I ran into, just barely passed by him the other day. I wanted to meet him. I like him. Doesn't matter what the Dodgers do. The haters will always have an excuse. Win or they say it was bought, losing, and call joke. And it's like that with any team. People could say, oh, the Rangers bought their championship. Yeah, okay. And then what, last year, who was it? The Astros, they actually, they like that. They actually build their teams well. How many championships do you think the Dodgers will win? I say 3 or 4. I was saying that when they first hired Friedman. They only have 1. Remember, organizational failure. What happened in 2023. If they don't improve, it doesn't matter if you get Ohtani. It doesn't matter if you get Yamamoto, Blake Snell, Spencer Strider, prime Jacob deGrom. If your organization can't turn it around, because really after 2021 they were solid. They ran out of health. But 2022 and 2023 they fell apart. I think there's an arrogance there. There's something weird there that I don't like. And they need to quit catering to the veterans. And it's team. It's not the Mookie. It's not the Freddie. It's not the Kirsch. It's not the Austin Barnes. It's not their show. Let's see. Ohtani was recruiting Glasnow. Balelo said they will be working something out during the year to talk to the media since he's not pitching good. Kirsch has breaking down, kick rocks. Kirsch has been breaking down since 20. He's been injured almost every year starting in 2014. I think only 2015 was the year he wasn't hurt. Kershaw was one of the best pitchers last year before he got hurt. Yep, it was. But afterwards, when he came back, he wasn't that good. The numbers were good in terms of the overall numbers, but they were against crappy teams, and the pitch stuff, the analytics were terrible. Trinidad is back. Hey, Trinidad Loaiza. We'll have to get on again. Literally seems like odd with all those millions of dollars. He could get someone to teach him English. Oh, he knows English. Oh, Shohei knows English very well. They just don't like to speak it in press conferences and interviews and stuff like that. No, he speaks English all the time. I've heard Yu Darvish speak English. It's really good, but he still has a translator. It's hilarious. That's just the way they do it. I don't know if it's a respect thing or what. But yeah, he's really he speaks really good English. I'm not sure about how good Ichiro's is though. If we get Yamamoto and Glasnow on the team, now would that be the pitch for opening day? I'd like to see Bobby Miller get that. We'll see. And there's a couple opening days, right? There's the opening day in Korea, and then there's the opening day at Dodger Stadium. Let's see. Yep. Paul saying, I think it's better to have 6 starters, more rest for the pitchers. I agree. Let's see. Stevie, the crapshoot. That is the playoffs. Yep. 2 championships in the next 10 years would be a success. Absolutely. I'll take even 1. It's hard to win these things. Everything has to go right. 2021, before the last weekend of the season, the Dodgers had a really, really good team. Then that Friday, Clayton Kershaw left, done for the year. The Sunday, Max Muncy gets injured, done for the year. Then, for some reason, a little bit of, I think, an error. Dave Roberts overmanages that Game 5 and only lets Julio pitch 4 innings, so they had to close with Scherzer. That kind of put something in motion. They started using Buehler on 3 days off, and he was done. You can't do that to a guy when he's never done that before. Then JT went down, in the Braves series, and they ran out. But the talent before that last weekend was top notch. They just didn't. And some of it was not using the pieces right, but a lot of it was just some bad luck. That was just what it was. So yeah, they could have had 2 in a row. I think easy. They had the talent to do it. I think they're going all in 2024 onwards. Why would you bring Kersh back? Because he's Clayton Kershaw. They'll bring him back in some place. Yeah. No more kid parties or bowling after the All-Star break. Yeah, no kidding. Jeez. Yeah, because Mookie just died in September too. And Freddie's died in September both last 2 years. Tampa will probably win as many or close to as many games in 24 as Dodgers with. Yep, and they do. They're really good at that. Probably to ensure there's zero miscommunication. That's true. Jung Ho Lee spoke English. Yeah, he did. Good for him. That's just not the way Ohtani rolls, or the Japanese players don't. They don't roll that way. It's where that most of highly paid Latino players won't learn English. They know English. They do. They really do. Julio Urias did all his interviews in Spanish. I spoke to him in English back in 2018. Guy go in there and go, hey, can we, do you understand? Oh yeah. So they all know English. They just don't want to be embarrassed. Let's see. Ohtani wins 8 rings, breaks Tom Brady's record. That would be all right. I'll take it. I'll be back again. Love doing it. Yep, these videos are definitely crazy. It was transparent since last week. And they're not done, right, Chi? Right? Let's see, Mr. Classic, Think Tank, I guess. We'll have to wait till Christmas for Yamamoto. I think it'll be before. Just a guess. But in the meantime, hope there are other pieces before they're gone. Yeah. Yeah, you can't wait. Yep. Oh, I mentioned it, Trinidad. Well, I didn't mention it the last year, but I mentioned it that you were on it earlier when I was kind of against it. Let's see. I think that you think the Dodgers are trading Lux for Adames. Man, I hope not. I want to keep some homegrown guys, and I want to keep guys. I think Lux is going to be really good. But Lux can be a free agent in a couple years. After I think. No, he's got 3 years left. I want to hold on. Kershaw has been speaking about Dodgers in past tense, but I also heard him speaking in present tense too. So it's a little bit of both. I heard a bunch of we's, they's with that Vesse interview. From the way it looks, I predict Dodgers-Yankees World Series. Maybe, yeah. Thanks for letting me troll a bit. Good show. Thanks again. Got to go. All right, thanks, Little Lee. Let's see. Fernando speaks very good English. He does. It's amazing. I remember when he was a rookie, he didn't know anything. Lasorda sometimes acted as his interpreter. Of course, Jaime Areen did too. Brandon, do I think Trevor Bauer will come back to the majors? Yeah, I think so. I think he deserves a chance. It's been a long time, and we'll see. Speaking through a translator and having that buffer between them and the media is actually really smart. Yeah. Those interviews are always straightforward and clean. And they're boring, though. I got to admit that. Can you confirm an article on MLB trade rumors about the Dodgers moving on from Snell? Is that true? If it is, thank goodness. It was Heyman. John Heyman's the one that said they're not interested. Heyman is plugged into Scott Boras. Scott Boras is Blake Snell's agent. So I'd say leaning that it's correct, that they're not interested in him. Thanks, Little Lee, to you too. Come on back. Come troll. Young Yi, will 2024 be Buehler's last year with the Dodgers? I hope not. Gosh. I think he's so important to winning a World Series. Balls of steel. Ryan R., foreign MLB players just want to take care of their fellow countrymen's livelihood as well. They're taking care of each other. They're taking care of their, there's a pride in their league, where they came from, which is great. You should be, backing your home country, things like that. You like that. You don't like Snell. Okay, that's cool. I've been off and on with him. Right now I'm kind of off. I'd much rather have Yamamoto. As much as I want to see the Dodgers sign Yamamoto, imagine Yamamoto signs with the Yankees and faces Ohtani and the Dodgers in the World Series. That would be the best for baseball. Yeah, but then they have they have Yamamoto and Garrett Cole. That's not good for us. Yeah, let's see. Tim, the Dodgers don't like dealing with Scott Boras. They don't get along with each other. I don't know how true that is. I just don't think they like how he operates in terms of trying to get every dollar. But they've worked with him. JD was a Boris guy. They worked with him with Seager. They made it what they thought was a fair offer. And Boris's job is to work for his client, and he does that. But Boris is at the Dodger games all the time. He's talking with people all the time. He's trying to get every dollar. Dodgers don't typically deal with Boris clients. They deal with them all the time. They just don't win all the time. I mean, remember, Bellinger, Seager, and Urias were all Boris agents. They had to deal with them all the time. They were all gone now, regretfully, and some good, some bad. And then Josue DePaula and Pepiot have them. Of course, now Pepiot's gone. They'll deal with them. People in the chat at Ohtani intro and the interpreter were kind of shorthandling the translations, not direct translations. At the same time, Ohtani was understanding all the questions, so he gave the answer that he wanted. Probably, I'm going to say that. Chase will be a Dodger if they don't get Yamamoto. Chase. Cease. You mean Cease, Paul? Tim, why would Dodgers let it be known they don't want Snell not knowing where Yamamoto's going? That's dumb. Oh, no, that's Heyman saying it. So Heyman's probably he's trying to use some logic probably, which is what I'm trying to do. Boris Buehler is not a Boris client. So let's go back to that one. No, they're probably just not negotiating right now. And since Heyman isn't hearing anything, he's probably going, oh, they're probably out, or it's just a feed that Boris gave to them. There's a lot of deception, deep fakes. Get things that try to be deceitful to get more money. Who knows? If the Dodgers want Snell, they'll go for him. But I don't think he just doesn't seem to be a Dodger. He doesn't seem like one. There's a video of Showtime singing in Spanish. Yeah, he's probably trilingual, have an American girlfriend and speaks English with her, but with the media still use a translator. Maybe. Yeah, Buehler is not Boris. Let me take a quick look. Let's do that together. I love Sport Track because a lot of times they have their agents. That's Miggy. Where is our guy? Walker Buehler. There he is. He's arbitration. Yeah, Excel Sports Management is his agency. So yeah, no Boris. Yeah, the way they've negotiated with Buehler in the past, his agency was taking a different approach than Boris usually would. I don't foresee Buehler resigning with the Dodgers. I hope he does. I think he likes being a Dodger a lot. So we'll see. Dodgers will make billions for Ohtani and will make millions from Ohtani. Buehler got TJ's not going anywhere. I'd like them to work a contract with Buehler to go, hey, let's do a good contract over two plus years with a lot of incentives, make him safe. Yeah. Snell doesn't like the Dodgers. Money talks. Rays fan here. Oh, okay. Margot and Glasnow are great when healthy, but have inconsistent health. Take good care of them, and they will ball out. You guys better take care of my boy, Ryan Pepiot. All right. I was on his. I was following. I started getting on promoting him in 2020, and have an interview with him on my Dodgers 2080 website. If you look that up. But yeah, Pep's a great guy. I've met DeLuca once. Great athlete. Used to be a track star. You guys did well in this trade. We're hopeful, but yeah, health matters. Yeah, thanks for coming by. And if you have questions about those guys, you can always comment later. Put it in the chat. My guy out here, I think Trinidad's still out here. He knows DeLuca really well, and as a ball player and everything. So let's see. I like Buehler. I hope he stays healthy and dominates for LA. Yeah, Buehler is the October stud. He is the ace. He just has to be healthy again. Dodgers need to re-sign Smith. Yes, now, please. Get him locked up for 5 years now. Ohtani may recruit Buehler, eh? All I know is that whenever the Dodgers do something, no one is more vocal about it in a positive way than Walker Buehler. Yeah, Snell said he wanted to stay on the West Coast, so that's 6 teams. Well, 5, because the A's aren't going to go for him. Do you think Kershaw would take a minimum? I don't know. I don't think the Dodgers would do that. I don't think they'd insult him. I think they come in at $10 million, half of what he made last year, since he'll be playing half a year. I think Buehler will stay. I hope so too. The young Dodgers will be delighted with Ohtani. Yeah, constantly talks and gives advice to young Angel players. When he was there. Okay, thank you. Is it possible the Dodgers platoon Bush and Vargas in left field? Yeah, it is. It's just, gosh, they're learning these positions. I mean, last year Bush was learning third base. Vargas was learning second. Everything going on. Now they're going to learn another position. Like, man, what do you do? So, yeah. All right. Cool. We've got a good one tonight. Earlier than usual, right? Let's see. So let's do one last little trip around the Twitter machine. See if anything's happening. I'm going to sign off and go see what my wife is up to. I think she should be done with her show. Let's see. Notifications. Looks like nothing happening. Oh, yesterday was some weird stuff that showed up on here. Let's see. Oops. Sorry about that. Interesting thing about the Padres. Maybe their number's lower than 200 million. They're in bad shape. I was talking to a Padre fan today at the hat store, or the jersey store down at the mall, and he was just going, "Man, they really just have messed that up. They're not happy at all." So it looks like there's not much more on the internet machine. Let's see, one last question. What do we do left field? CT3 is not the answer. Yeah, he's only a partial answer. He could play left field, 1 or 2 times a week, start at second base one day, shortstop another day, center field another day. Just move him around. Yeah, I don't want him starting there. I think when he starts too much, he gets exposed. Mr. Classic, yep, it would have been A+. We got a Rosarina. I know. This chat wanted Randy Rosarina. We were on him for 2 weeks. Yeah, I wish we got Randy. Yeah, the one MLB trade rumors guys were wrong. Our guy Bruce Kuntz was correct. He got him and his guy got the trade exactamundo. So yeah, Rosarina would have been great. Maybe the trade deadline. C3 is naturally second base. Yeah, we got that Mookie guy there. You think Kershaw feels some type of way now that Ohtani is getting the attention with the Dodgers? The attention was all Kershaw for years. If that's the case, then he has to deal with that. Taylor was All-Star in 2022. I thought it was 2021. Hope he can come back to that form again. Yeah, he was actually pretty good by the end of last year. He was playing well. Should have been playing more than Peralta, that's for sure. I wish there would be, JD Martinez DH for Ohtani sometimes. Yeah. He just, I wish JD could play left field. Love that right-handed bat. They really need a right-handed bat. You were never in on a Rosarino or Puig 2.0? Well, I don't think he's Puig 2.0 because he's not that stupid. He doesn't make those bad life decisions like Puig does. And he also, he's actually shined in October versus Puig, who has had his moments, but also helped cost the Dodgers Game 2, 2017 World Series game by not obeying where he was supposed to play on a ball that Bregman hit, and he ended up scoring. The rest is history. One last question for real. Do you think we didn't get Randy because we were stingy with prospects? Yeah, they probably just didn't line up. Or did they even try? Don't know. I'm genuinely excited about Pep and DeLuca. Good. Watch both of them or their film for the last couple of days. They both have a lot of upside. They do, yeah. I think it could be that in 2 or 3 years, Pepiot might be better than Glasnow. It's possible. There's a talking point for you in the chat from Casey and myself on Twitter. Oh, okay. Cool. 100% need a big right-hand bat. Yeah, if Smith or Betts go down, it's a huge hole. It's already a huge hole. There's not enough. Hello, world. Sounds like a program I write when I'm... Hello, world. What right-hand bat is in the trade market do you think would be a good fit with the Dodgers? A Rosarina. That was the guy. I don't know now. Got to rethink that. Been so in on thinking about Ohtani, a Rosarina, Glasnow, and now we're all in on the Yamamoto situation. Let's say you bet Hader will end up a Dodger. Right now, it would not surprise me. 2 weeks ago, I would have said no. But I don't know. Would you like an Alex Wood in Dodger reunion? He looks good in Dodger reunion. Yeah, he's just not I don't know. He's not a starter. He'd be a good swingman. But we might, I don't know. I'm trying to wonder how much room we have. Do you think Glasnow is worth $30 million a year? You expect him to pitch 20 games because he's so injury prone. Feels like this might be a mistake. It could be. I think there's a risk there. Yeah, Puig was huge of Game 4, absolutely. But he also cost us a game in 2017 because he didn't want to obey. So, yeah, Puig giveth, Puig taketh away. And then Dave Roberts taketh away in that Game 4. I think they spent much on the bullpen piece. Starting pitcher is more important. Dodgers find a way with their bullpen to bail on a budget. Yeah, to ball on a budget. Yeah, they do. But I'm just a big collector of good pitchers. Kind of don't care where they're at. But yeah, we need starters. 2 more. 2 more starters. I heard the Dodgers are thinking the Ohtani will play the outfield until he gets better. I don't know if that's a good idea. Yeah, Miami almost traded Luzardo for a second-year first baseman from the Royals, but want a bit more because he is returning for shoulder surgery, so it won't be a huge risk to get. Get Luzardo. We got a first baseman. His name is Michael Bush. Let's start from there, huh? Not that it really matters, but would you have Ohtani bat second and third, Freeman third, or the other way around? I don't know. Maybe I think I'd go Ohtani second. I want Ohtani as high up in the order as I can. He's their best hitter. Best hitter bats second. Texas has those great right-hand hitters. Yeah, you gotta have at least one. You gotta have more than 2. I'm tired of the Dodgers keep signing pitchers that can't or have arm problems. They can't hold up at the end of the year. Just so frustrating. Yeah, there's just not much out there. Yeah, Randy Rosario will be a Dodger later. Maybe. Wonder who has the highest bid for Yamamoto. I'm going to bet it's the Giants at the moment. Need Randy to be a Dodger. You spend $1 million to a pitcher who can't stay healthy. Oh, I didn't spend anything. Not my money. I don't care about the money. I care about the players. So giving up Pepiot kind of hurt. But Glasnow's got huge upside. And if he works out, great. But I got the same feelings you do about that. It's high risk, really high risk. They're not going to move Mookie to right field. He doesn't want to be out there. He wants to be a second. They're trying to save him, keep him healthier. Is Giolito a feasible option? Yes. What about Bush or Vargas in the outfield? Yes, both. Since Boston and Frisco are offering Yamamoto over $300 million, do you think the Dodgers will go over $300 million to sign Ohtani's friend or focus on someone else like Hader? I think they really want Yamamoto. They're in heavy on him. I'd say it could be, yeah. I'd say Cease and Giolito for the Dodgers to finish the season. That's probably realistic if they don't get Yamamoto. The Giants. Yeah, I think it is the Giants at the moment. Giants are super desperate. Yep. What's plan B if Yamamoto doesn't sign with us? I think right up there, Paul Charles says Cease and Giolito. Makes a lot of sense. Snell might go to the Giants. Yeah, that would kind of suck because he's really good against the Dodgers. But I don't know. Would the Giants go for Snell and Yamamoto? I don't know. My parents and I went to many Nomo games. Yay! Showy Mania is going to be awesome. Yeah. That's cool. That's really cool. I can't remember if I saw Nomo live. Watched a lot of them on TV, though. I was when I was raising kids, so I wasn't going to games near as much then. I had little ones. No one wants to play for the Giants. Like I said, Correa did. Mookie had his right hip, and foot pain last season the past 2 years. Second base is the right move. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. That's just it. I would just like to have someone other than Jason Hayward as my main right fielder. I don't like clogging up right field with just a bit above league average when you can go out and get someone better. Or give Paez a shot. I think the Dodgers would rather spend millions instead of giving up prospects. Randy Burns can be had if they're ready to go all in. It might happen. Yeah. That's a good question, though. I think they still need to trade some prospects because they have too many, especially right-handed pitchers. It's crazy. They're blocking guys, and it's not fair. Betts and Freddie are super excited. Yeah. They should be excited to play with Ohtani. And I got someone to take the heat off them that, because they just both were terrible in the playoffs. Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to, what time is it? Ooh, 8:02. I'm going to exit. So I appreciate everybody. Any money made off this one through December off this channel, whether it's super chats or regular ads or whatever, goes to the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. We'll be doing that. We'll find another charity maybe in January, or we may keep the Children's Hospital. We'll see how much we get and go from there. So thank you, everybody. Again, I appreciate y'all. It's always a good time. Good chat tonight. Really good chat rate today. That's pretty good. We're getting we're doing really well. So we got 1,400 views tonight. Thank you. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll talk to you guys later, okay? And hopefully, we'll see if we're back tomorrow. We'll see. I hope if there's news. If there's no news and I don't have anything, I don't want to make up anything and just start. Yeah, we'll kind of. Hope we hear news about Yamamoto soon. Yeah, it's blocking things right now. I think that's what's going on. So, all right, Sal, you have a good one too. I'll check that Twitter out. If you could send me the link in there, or just DM me if you can, Sal, for that Twitter thing, I'll try to find it. For some reason, I'm getting weird things with Dodgers Daily. It's been some of the things aren't showing up in my notifications and stuff. I don't know why. So thanks, everyone. I will talk to y'all later. Let's see. God bless, and go Dodgers.